Test 1 2, test 1 2. Let her rip, Tom.
Test 1 2. What a beautiful day for
okay.
a Memorial Day parade. Too loud. Test 1 2.
Hold on. You want us to... Good morning and welcome to this special AACS presentation of the Memorial Day Parade here in the city of Attleboro. I'm Paul Healy along with Tom Rafferty. Tom, our first Memorial Day Parade since 2019 because of the pandemic, one of the most important holidays we have in this country, a holiday all about appreciation.
Absolutely, Paul, and there's a good crowd out here today. People have wanted to see a parade for a long time. Yep. And this is going to be a very special one, the Memorial Day Parade.
The Attleboro Police Department will lead the way first, and then after that we'll have our Veterans Unit. Our Grand Marshal this year is Mr. James Franklin. He was born in Smithfield, Rhode Island, and like so many of his generation, his youth was cut short by the Korean conflict. By 1953, Corporal Franklin found himself on the 38th parallel as a dog handler scout and member of the Military Intelligence Battalion. If the battalion involves intelligence, Tom, you know I've got no shot of being there myself. After the war, James married the love of his life, Marilyn, a Norton girl. They would live the next 63 years in the wonderful city of Attleboro, raising their 4 children, 5 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren, having retired from his truck driving career and continuing to engage with our community in veteran activities. It's with great pleasure that we introduce the Attleboro 2022 Memorial Day Parade Grand Marshal, Mr. James Franklin. Here's the Attleboro Police, the Motorcycle Corps. You ever ridden a motorcycle, Tom?
I have in years past. It was a good experience. I didn't crash it, but I rode it around the lake and in some of the country areas, but nothing like how the police can handle their motorcycles.
I was on a motorcycle once. That was enough for me. One lap around the neighborhood. And here we go. The Attleboro Police Department coming through first. There's our first candy toss of the morning, Tom.
Aha. Yes, you will see the crowd go after those. I hope they do it safely.
Yes. Well, we made a mistake. We have you closest to the sidewalk. You've got the advantage over me.
That's right. But, you know, I would be willing to gather the candy for you, Paul. And for your lovely bride.
Carol. The rest of our crew, Jim Jones is the engineer in charge and directing. On camera are Dave Angel, James Friedman, and on top of the truck, Austin Ricketts. And we're all so glad to be here on this Memorial Day to help bring you this coverage.
Meteorologist Jim Corbin says we're going to see a high of 90 degrees today, but the humidity is going to be very low, so it's going to be a comfortable viewing of this parade.
If you can get out here, we're on North Main Street right now. The parade will end up at Capron Park. We'd encourage you to bring your sunscreen.
There comes the candy.
Of course, Chief Hegney, the chief of the police here in Attleboro. Here is the honor guard and rifle squad coming through. And next, Tom, that's a police car from the era when when you saw a police car in your rearview mirror chasing you down, Tom. That's what they looked like.
Car 54, where are you? My goodness, look at that. That's got to be a 66, 67 maybe?
Wow. One of the more current hybrid police vehicles. There we go.
That little guy's having a good time. And here's the Grand Marshal.
Mr. James Franklin, a veteran of the Korean War or the Korean conflict. Well earned, sir. In memory of Tom Tully and Connie Uriot.
Longtime veterans agent in the city of Attleboro, Tom Tully.
It's a great red, white, and blue. I wish they would warn us of that.
You're still here.
Yes,
I'm still here.
That's our first salute by the rifle squad.
Now, these guys look like they're Navy, and they look, could be color guard or Marine.
I think we have all the services covered there. But definitely Navy, looks like Marines up front. That's Ed.
Oh, there he is, yes. These guys practice quite a bit during the year for these kind of events.
And in the back there, some young recruits who will be joining the armed services upon graduation. Here's the City of Attleboro Veterans car, followed by the Veterans van for veteran services in the City of Attleboro. You had Walter Thibodeau as you were filling in for Wake Up with Dominic this morning.
Yes. Yep, he was going to be here, and he said that he was going to try to walk the almost, well, about 2.5 mile route. If not, he would get into a very comfortable car.
And there's our first float of the day. This is a veterans float. This is sponsored by Rogie Decorating here in Attleboro.
Nice. And there's some of the female corps. There's Walter right there.
Yes, there he is.
He is riding the vehicle.
There he is. And coming into our site soon, the POA MIA flag. And they're being supported by members of the Bishop Fian.
Thank you.
Oh, there's
Dr.
Nate Adams, Nate the Great.
Yep, volunteers his time all over the area.
And there's the POWMIA flag and members of the Bishop Fian baseball team from Attleboro, Massachusetts. Yes. They'll be heading to the Division I playoffs with a very high seed this year. And on the left that's Coach Everett. He's been the head coach at Bishop Feion for 8 years, part of the program for 11. How you doing, Coach? And notice the 5 different assistant coaches. Why, back in my day, Tom, we had a baseball coach. He didn't need all those assistants.
Aha.
Here's the Attleboro Veterans automobile. Ooh, Tom, a Cadillac. When you were in the mob, you used to drive one of those, right?
Well, I don't like to talk about those days, Paul, but yes.
There's the North Attleboro VFW, represented by that mob, and then the Attleboro Youth Commission.
Jay Delicio's
Hello there.
son.
There's Alex Sawyer, daughter of Laurie. Yes, Jay Delicio's son is there.
There's some of our school committee members.
Yep.
Jim Hawkins,
local
Jay
politician,
Delisio,
Jay Delisio.
Mayor Paul
Hello, Mayor
Hero.
Hero. Ty Waterman.
How are you, Mr. Hawkins? Hi.
Great to see you, Jim. Yes.
I wimped out. 50 seconds left. I told my wife to watch it for me.
Oh, funny.
One of these days I'm going to come harass you.
Please do. I'll be in studio next Wednesday.
Oh,
Yes.
look out.
And 13th Continental Regiment out of Massachusetts. These are our reenactors.
Looks like right out of 1776, maybe.
Yes, with lovely, comfortable wool uniforms on an 80-degree day. I'm
Look
glad
at
this
this.
parade is early.
There's the Patriots.
Yep, the Rehoboth Minutemen. And there's the Elks of Attleboro. Here's our Elks van, followed by the 3-day senior citizens dinner, barbecue, Elks Lodge 104.
Who's the mascot up there?
Looked a little like Bullwinkle J. Moose, didn't it?
It did, yes. Oh, we have a gentleman giving out flags.
Wow. Here we go.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Where are
Thank
you
you.
guys from?
Attleboro Elks.
Attleboro
Thank you.
Elks.
So we get this hip.
All right, excellent.
All right, thank you. What a terrific day
Oh.
for a parade. Couldn't have better weather. Light winds 5 to 7 miles an hour. 86 degrees.
Ooh, there we go.
And hardly a cloud in the sky.
Look at this lineup of classic old vehicles, a
Yes.
Galaxy 500.
Convertible.
Yes. There's the GMC Sprint, similar to the El Camino.
Look at this one.
More candy
Chrysler?
flying.
No, that's a Chevrolet.
Yeah. I believe that's the car Tom was driving when he got his license. Oh, no, here's the car Tom was
Yes.
driving when he got his
Yes.
license.
Bonnie was sitting right next to me. Clyde was in the back seat. This is the thumb I used to get here from upstate New York. Look at these people.
And I'm not sure if these are the Rehoboth Minutemen or if these are the French infantry reenactors. These are Rehoboth Minutemen, I believe.
It says Bristol, Rhode Island on
All
the
right.
drum.
Bristol County Fife and Drum Corps, 1776, Bristol, Rhode Island. You know, my father, from 3rd grade till 8th grade, every year I asked to play the drums, and every year he said no. Well, being one of 7 kids, the last thing he needed was drums in the house.
That's right.
But I
Yes.
accepted it. He was the old man. And then I'm in my 20s, and we're having Thanksgiving dinner. The whole family's around, and my father starts talking about his days with his brother Matthew in the Fife and Drum Corps.
Aha.
And well, wait a minute. You were in the Fife and Drum Corps? Yes. What did you play? I played the drums. Matt played the fifes. And you wouldn't let me? He still didn't feel guilty about it.
Did you ever get to play the drums after that?
No, but I drove my teachers crazy by constantly tapping my pencil on the desk.
Very good, Paul.
Yes.
That was the early signs of the manic Paul that we
Yes.
know today.
Here comes the truck for the Burgundian Great waffles, another fare in the city of Attleboro.
Oh, they have their own truck.
Yes.
One of the newer businesses in downtown Attleboro.
I thought they'd be throwing waffles out like Frisbees. Oh,
Look at
lollipops. Here's the Attleboro. Hello there. Thank you. There we go. We'll get those. There's the Attleboro High School Marching Band. Brand new uniforms donated a couple of years ago by Ray Connett's daughter, Tamara.
Aha.
Yes.
Yes, I remember when she was here.
That was February 2019, so. Here are some of the more distinguished citizens of the city of Attleboro, the brains of the outfit, the youths.
The future of this
Yes.
city and others.
Here come the Attleboro Whitehawks football team. And their cheerleading squad as well. You're right, Tom. It is a little bit out of order, but we're able to keep up. Whoops, there goes
My
one of the
goodness.
flags they gave us.
There's a lot of kids.
Good for them. All wearing the royal blue here in Attleboro. Look at her scooting around in a little car. And
First time we have had a Memorial Day parade in 3 years.
2019, yes.
Yep, and people are having a good time.
Here they come out, our first set of national champions marching in the parade, the Attleboro High School cheer squad. Not local champions, not state champions, national champions, Tom.
Awesome, terrific.
On the right of the truck, it's gone by our camera now, there's the national championship trophy, and then there's the Massachusetts trophy one of the young ladies is holding.
Look at that beautiful puppy over there.
Yes.
Looks like part French poodle.
The Childhood Cancer Foundation float.
Now this float here reminds me of my homeland of upstate New York. That was my football team's colors
Green and
right
gold.
there. Green and gold, the Vestal High School Golden Bears.
Around here, that would be the King Philip Warriors or the
That's
Bishop
right.
Fian Shamrocks.
My team in those days would annihilate the North Attleboro Red
Thank you very
Bucketeers.
much. From the Childhood Cancer Foundation, we got a beer cozy. There's somehow some of the
Yes.
young Girl Scouts coming through.
Notice how you get the flag, you get this, they all pay attention to you.
I'm sorry, were you speaking? There are some brownies. There are the Girl Scouts coming through.
Look at the smiles on
Wow.
their faces. What a day.
And of course, the Girl Scouts preaching safety. They're handing out the candy. They're not throwing the candy. They don't want to see anyone get their eye
Wow.
poked out.
Terrific.
Plenty of water to hydrate in a day like this. There's Pack 33 from the Attleboro Cub Scouts and Webelos.
Look at the kids.
And-
Look at these little guys.
All right, more of the Cub Scouts catching up. There's the Celtics. The stuff sloth the Boy Scout Troop 1846 out of the La Salette Shrine here in Attleboro.
Terrific.
And there's another troop saluting the crowd.
Here come some of the older kids.
Marching in good order. And I think those might be Eagle or soon to be Eagle Scouts out front. Look at all those merit badges. I was a Boy Scout for 2.5 years, Tom. I think I earned 3 merit badges. But I had fun camping.
Yes, I can imagine. How did you get the merit badges?
Dayspring Christian Academy, one of the newer entries to our community. And look at the signs honoring our veterans. A beautiful parade on a beautiful day. She's happy. Oh, they're handing out even larger American flags.
Oh,
There we go. Thank you. Tootsie Rolls.
I got a Tootsie Roll.
The official candy my father used to hand out. Their T-shirt there saying respect on it. Doesn't that just say it all? And now the military vehicle, 6 military vehicles will be part of this parade.
Thank
more
you, thank
Tootsie
you.
Rolls.
Here
Thank
you
you.
go. Wow, more sugar.
Yes.
Look at that. That could do some serious damage.
Not a cloud in the sky on this May 30th, as Tom mentioned. First parade since 2019. Tremendous turnout.
Right down the center of North Main Street. Couldn't get a better seat than right here.
Yes. I didn't realize I was going to gain so many calories covering the parade today. Shouldn't they be hanging out gluten-free and vegan treats, Tom?
You know what? You could probably have 6 or 7 of those. The way your metabolism goes, I don't see any weight gain for you. I just sniff the Tootsie Roll and gain 2 pounds.
This is the Massachusetts Military Vehicle Collection.
Where do they store these vehicles during non-parades?
An armory, I would assume. Walter Thibodeau, he would allow them room in his garage, I believe.
Yes, at his beautiful estate in South Attleboro that he has.
The Southeast chapter of the Massachusetts Military Vehicle Collection Club.
Looks like a MASH vehicle
yes,
right
I was
there.
going to say off the set of MASH. I think that's Gary Burgaw driving. Hello there. No, Tom, Corporal Klinger's not in his dress in the back. There's a troop carrier. Up front, again, we want to thank our cameraman Dave Angel and James Freeman on the street level. Austin Ricketts on top of the cab. Jim Jones, our director and engineer, in the truck. And here's another float we have coming. Which one is this? From the Attleboro Public Works Department. The Hot Tamale Mexican Lindo Mariachi Small Band.
They flew up from New Orleans this morning.
There's another car, Tom, that you used to ride around in high school.
Look at that. What a beauty.
A Roadrunner. Roadmaster.
Mint condition.
Yes. Unlike our knees.
Here's another one.
A Camaro. I wasn't cool enough in high school to drive a Camaro.
What was your first car?
2000. 1970 Toyota Celica, bright yellow. The Attleboro Norton YMCA here for our community. Hello there.
My first car, 1968 Volkswagen Bug.
Wow. Hello there.
Hi.
Attleboro Public Works truck pulling another one of our floats.
Oh, here's another one. Looks like a fairly new vehicle. This had to come in last year's budget, I believe. Look at that.
Yeah.
Dancing on the truck.
More energy than we have, Tom.
Well, we're doing pretty good. We're 23 minutes into the parade, and you have not jumped up on any of the floats yet. You have not high-fived anyone. You have not danced with any of the politicians.
American Cancer Relays for Life. Attleboro Relay for Life.
Ford.
Yes. Hello.
What year is that car? 62.
Wow.
Wow.
A Sunliner. There's the Relay for Life people.
Oh, they're bringing more candy.
Yes. And more representatives from the Attleboro Relay for Life.
Yes. The good news is that more and more people quit smoking through programs like that. The bad news is the instances of diabetes goes way up.
And I believe these gentlemen represent the Attleboro Steampunk Festival.
Oh, wow.
Yes, the Jewelry City Steampunk Festival. Oh no, this is the Liberty Jazz Band. Yeah. The new Liberty Jazz Band.
Banjo, trombone, trumpet, and what's that?
Clarinet. 76 trombones.
Yes, the big one. Is that a
Tuba.
tuba? Well,
There's the AAA, and here are our French reenactors. And let's find out where they're from. La Regiment Bourbonnais, the French infantry reenactors, and again, our revolution against the British in the late 1700s could not possibly have been victorious without the help of the French. General Lafayette being the most famous. Whoops.
I would have to estimate that we're a little more than halfway through.
And here's the Daughters of the American Revolution float. Yay!
Very nice.
Yes, the Attleboro chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution. And there's the Jewelry City Steampunk Festival. And I believe they're followed by the Mariachi Band.
And they're closely
Next.
connected to the Attleboro Industrial Museum.
Yes, 42
who
Union
sponsors
Street.
that. Yes.
Oh, and they're playing for Dave Angel there.
I think it's time for a siesta, Paul.
Hola, muchachos. I know a little Spanish.
Yes.
Yo soy poco loco in el
Yep.
coco.
Me llamo Tomás.
The Thompson Realty Group.
¿A dónde vas la biblioteca?
Here come our Attleboro fire vehicles.
The loudest of any of the participants today.
What? My nephew's a firefighter up in Worcester.
Oh,
Wow. Now, Tom, if you want to file any paperwork for hearing loss, that goes through Jim Jones. You know, you can just tell me to stop talking, sirs. You don't have to keep beeping your horn.
yes. The next float after this is a float to have your ears tested.
And no, I'm looking at the firefighters in the cab, yes, wearing headphones. Hello there. Rescue number 5. And they're closing out the parade. Whoops. One Attleboro police vehicle just showered a woman with the last remaining candy. And again, Veterans Day in November celebrates all veterans. Memorial Day, one of the most important holidays we have in this nation, honoring those who made the ultimate sacrifice.
You must have been on Route 93 North when something like that passes through and you're on your way up to Quincy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
and
hear
they're
the-
always, they've got to get somewhere, but there's like a million cars
Yep.
on the highway.
The parade will continue all the way over to Capron Park. We'll send a camera crew over to Capron Park for the presentations. But this concludes this portion of the parade. Watching them march by here on North Main Street near the library. I'm Paul Healy. He's Tom Rafferty. Our cameraman, Dave Angel, James Friedman, Austin Ricketts, Jim Jones, directing this broadcast. And this broadcast will continue live from Capron Park a little bit later on with the wonderful presentations going on there. Tom,
Yes.
thanks so much for joining us. What
You're
a great morning.
very welcome. I've always enjoyed working with you and for you, Paul, and can't wait to hear all of the speeches over at Capron Park.
Yes, now I'm a little bitter. You got 3 Tootsie Rolls, I only got 2.
But you got one of these.
Okay, good point. I got the...
You know, you got paid. I did volunteer. That's another issue.
And I got 2 flags, and you
I got
one.
one, and mine's torn.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us this morning on AACS 15 in Attleboro.